this is Stampy, and welcome to a Terraria Let's Play video. Another video inside of Stampy's wonderful world. And look down in the bottom of the screen, I can just see Lee's little floating head down there. But Lee, move left and right. It looks like you're like a little invisible man. Like it's lined up just perfectly. That's actually just showing that he's like further underneath, but it looks like he's wearing an invisibility cloak or something. Anyway, this is a video inside of Stampy's wonderful world, inside of my treetop hotel. And that is where I am probably going to remain for the entire video. I'm having a lazy day. I'm going to stay in today. I'm not going to go out adventuring or anything. I'm going to stay in and get some work done. I'm going to do my chores. It's time to do a bit of DIY inside of my house. And hello, Lee. How are you doing today? Are you all right? Do you have my joke ready for me? Yay! In Minecraft, you bring me cakes. In Terraria, you bring me jokes. You're always bringing something good for me. Awaiting approval? Are we in Minecraft now? Why is it saying awaiting approval? Oh, there we go. Why are frogs so happy? They eat whatever bugs them. Oh dear. Up to your usual standard, I can see there, Lee. Anyway, let's go get some work done then, shall we? What I'm going to be doing in this video is finishing off building, well, not finishing off, continuing building the top half of my tree here. You may notice that this house has grown. I've basically done a few more corridors. There's a corridor here and another ramp up and down here. So basically, I can build something in there, and I can build stuff all the whole way along here and also in here, which is where I'm going to be building today. And I'm basically rebuilding all of the rooms I've got down here. If I come down here, you see, what are you doing, Lee? I think Lee's remodeling his room as well. Yeah, if you come down here, you can see I've got all of these rooms here, but they're all just a bit jumbled up, and they all just look the same, don't they? This is just like random crafting stuff, and this has got like a loom and a sawmill. It's all just a bit random and all over the place. So I'm going to steal all of this stuff. I'm going to take my furnace and some wooden wool, because why not? And I'm going to take my anvil and my whatever that thing is called here, my Tinkerer's Workshop, whatever it's called. I'm going to take my loom, and then I'm going to take my sawmill, and then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to take my my cauldron as well, and I'm going to basically make a room for all of those different things. So I'm going to have like a metal workshop room, a wooden workshop room, a like sewing room where the loom's going to be, and a magical room as well where I'm going to do all my potion brewing. And I've got different colours wool, a different coloured wool for all of the different rooms, just so that way they're probably like stand out a little bit more. And then I can have like different coloured torches, and I can have like, I don't know, like different lanterns in each room, you know, just make each room just look a little bit more unique. And so I'm basically going to have 4 rooms all the way along here. And this bottom one here, this is going to be my metal workshop room. And one up from here is going to be my wood workshop, which is going to be here. So basically, the bottom room's going to have a... Oh, I've done this wrong, actually. This doesn't quite line up right, does it? Is it different to how it is down here? Oh, it is, though. I've done the roof too high here. This roof should be this high, I guess, then. Like, I try and make it so it lines up with these little platforms along there, so I guess the floor needs to be there. So yeah, the bottom room's going to be the metal workshop room, where I'm going to have a like a furnace and an anvil and stuff. Above here, I'm going to have the Tinkerer's Workshop and something else. What else will be in here? And the oh, there'll be a workbench in here and a sawmill as well. There's going to be a sawmill in here, and then above that, I'm going to have the sewing room, which is going to be the loom, and then at the top there's going to be the cauldron. There we go, sorted. And I think the magic room's going to be slightly bigger. Actually, I think that the floor needs to be this height on this one. Basically needs to line up with these platforms here, Lee. So if I get to work with the bottom room, Lee, do you want to start placing some wooden walls in the room above me, because that's going to be the wooden workshop. So this room here, I'm going to use grey brick, which is just used with stone, and also... oh, not silver brick, what's this, copper brick, I believe it's called, yeah. And the way you make copper brick is by using copper ore and stone, and if you combine it together, you get this sort of copper-coloured brick, which I've never used before, so I just wanted to do something different. And no, it's just normal wooden walls up there, Lee. That's the planked wall, I believe that's called. That's what I used in Stampy's Hot Bun. So what I think I might do is I might just fill the whole room with this grey brick wall, and then do like copper pillars. And so then I'll destroy like rows and then put copper in the background. So the aim of this video is to do all 4 rooms in one video. Like, I've had so much time being super unproductive and slow. I'm going to try, if I can, and make up for it and complete 100% 4 rooms in one video. So I'm already like 5 minutes into the video already, and I've not finished one room. So I should average like 1 room every 5 minutes, I guess, if it's going to be a 20-minute video. So yeah, let's get a move on, shall we? So yeah, I'm going to do then 2, maybe 3 like columns of copper. So if I get rid of like a column there, actually I might do like 2 small columns on either side, and then 1 big one in the middle maybe. So let me just put that wall back in the background on that side there. I think I need to do it like there. There we go. So I can have a small pillar there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 in. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get rid of the same here, then in the very middle of the room, I could have like maybe a slightly bigger column, and then that way, I don't know, just be a bit of a fancy pattern. So I think here should be right in the middle, and if I do that there and then go right 1 more again, then I'm just going to do strips of copper here, because this is like the metal workshop room. I thought it was quite fitting to have copper in the background. And is this right? That doesn't quite line up right, does it? It's a bit awkward doing the wall. I always struggle doing it. So 1. Wait, let me count from the edge. 1, 2, 3, and then kind of 4. 1, 2, 3, kind of 4. So those are in the right place. This one's not quite right though. I think I need to get rid of a bit more on this side, and then will it be even? Like, I seem to be getting like rid of 2 rows together. I've just got like a massive open bit in the middle. See if I can place that back down there. Does that look right? I think that might be right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, this is just about right here. So if I go and place copper in the background here, hopefully I'm going to have enough. And is that right? Oh, no, I'm doing copper bricks. This isn't the walls in the background. I was thinking it looked a bit bright. So yeah, I need to try and convert these into bricks, and I need a furnace to do that. And I was about to go downstairs to grab my furnace, but I remembered no need to do that. It is right here, and this is where it's going to belong. I guess I can put it right in the middle of the room there. And I think I used that to make the walls in the background. So where are walls? They should be here. Copper brick wall. Oh no, it's a workbench you need. Right, if I go down here to the workbench, I should be able to make a whole load of copper walls. And it should look quite cool, you know? Like, I think up until now, I've been a bit boring with the walls. They've all, like, pretty much just been wooden walls, and, like, if not wooden walls, all just one material. And so I want to start getting a little bit more inventive and combining things. And look at that! That actually works really well. It kind of looks like a proper column. I kind of like the look of this room. I think this should look pretty fancy. And then what I'm going to do in the room above is something relatively similar, but using wooden beams. But I think I might come back and do that one closer to the end. There we go. And these put down a few torches. And what else goes in this room then? So it's got the furnace on the anvil as well. So I might put an anvil down here, and then I might put a workbench in front of the copper there. And so I need to go and make a workbench. And I always want to go to a workbench to make a workbench. Imagine that. Imagine to make a workbench, you needed a workbench. You know, you'd just never have one. You'd never have the first workbench. It'd be like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And I was trying to put the door down, but I think Lee's decided to stand right there. Right, I'll throw it to you, Lee, if you want to plonk that down. Anyway, I'm going to go and skip this room for now. Actually, no, I'm going to plonk the sawmill and stuff down, and then I'm going to move up. I think I'm going to get all of the walls done first, and then go back through, you know. I'm probably like rushing to get all of this done, aren't I? Right, so I'm going to put the Tinkerer's workshop and the sawmill down in there. So there's my wood workshop. I'll probably put a workbench in there as well. And this room is going to be my sewing room. A very masculine room up here. So I'm going to put my, I'm going to have blue brick and I think green brick. And I think I'm going to do stripes. I'm going to do a sort of just a fancy crazy pattern here, you know, like kind of a bright colourful pattern. So I think I'm going to go blue and then just green and just do it stripes the whole way along, just for something a bit different, you know. And I think I've missed out a few on the blue bits, but this is actually really easy. This is actually a really quick way to do it. And the reason I'm doing it right at the top here rather than down low is because it's right by my bedroom. And so that way, like, when I wake up in the morning, I can, like, I have my bedroom right here, then I can just go straight across and all of my crafting things are here. The only annoying thing is, like, obviously once I go through the front door of the hotel, like, I need to go all the way up here to get to, like, like all my furnace and stuff. But I think it should look cool once it's all finished. So if I have another green stripe there, and then a blue stripe on the top, it should look okay. Like, it doesn't look very vibrant. It doesn't look very colourful. It's all a bit kind of dull looking. I kind of hoped it would be a little bit brighter than that, but hopefully once I put my torches down, it should lighten it up a bit. And I don't know, maybe I could do some Chinese lanterns or something as well on it, just to make it look a bit fancier. So As I said, this is going to be where my loom's going to be, and I'm going to have like a barrel full of like cobwebs and silk and all sorts of other stuff in that room as well. And up on the top up here, this is going to be my magic room, and this one's going to be like silver and gold and stuff, all kind of magical. And I've got a bit of gold. There we go. That's gold brick, even though it looks more brown than gold. And then I've got some silver as well. There we go. I've got some silver bricks there, and I think I need to change them into like silver walls. And I've also got snow. I'm not entirely sure how to do this one. I kind of want to make it different to all of the others. They all do look quite unique in their own little way, don't they? Right, I'm going to have a little think about that room. And while I'm thinking about that room, I'm going to go back to this room. And I'm going to go and try and do some beams in the background. So I'm going to make a workbench first, because I need one of them in here anyway. And I'm just going to plonk that down so I can use that. And yeah, while I'm doing this, I'm going to have to try and think about how to do the top room. Because I don't have much gold or silver. And I could craft more. But I don't know, I don't really want to waste it too much, you know, they're quite precious things. Anyway, let's go make some wooden beams. How do I make them? Oh, I can make some snow bricks, actually. I could maybe use them for the top wall, but then again, I don't have a snow biome, so I don't want to waste it all. So anyway, I've made a bunch of wooden beams, and so I can replace them with the wall in the background, I believe, or maybe I put it over the top. Oh yeah, there we go. I can just put it over the walls like that. So I can have a few beams like this just along the way. And that's quite cool. Like you don't have to like get rid of the wall. You can just put it straight over it. So that's how many in is that? That's 1, 2, 3. Then it's there. So 1, 2, 3, and then it's there. Good, the sawmill's not in the way. And then hopefully I can get one directly in the middle, which would be here. There we go. I think that looks quite good, doesn't it? It looks kind of like a little wooden workshop down in here. And yeah, I'm kind of happy with this. I might actually move the Tinkerer's workshop along a little bit, just so it's a little bit more symmetrical with where the sawmill is. And I always get confused like with what you need to make what. Like you sometimes need the workbench, sometimes need a furnace, sometimes need an anvil. I always get so confused as to like what item you need to make what. So hopefully having it all here together but in separate rooms will allow me to learn a little bit easier. And I still don't know what to do for this room. Should I just start placing things and see how it works out? I could try and make a star. I could try and make, should I try and make a gold star in the middle of the room? Alright, okay, let's give this a go, shall we? I think I need to place it off somewhere here. It's kind of hard to make a star. I could do like a, kind of like a cross rather than a star. I can't really add enough detail to make a star. I could sort of go like that, and then like go like, oh, not like that. Oh dear, right, if I go like, it could sort of like cross the whole way along, and then I could put all silver in the middle maybe, like this along the way. Will this look okay? I don't think that's quite right. That needs to get rid of that there. It's so awkward doing this. It's so like, it's like not exactly where you hit is what gets destroyed. Like it will sometimes destroy like slightly like what's next to it. And oh no, that's the wrong type of background wall. Like the gold doesn't look very gold. Hopefully once I properly light the place up, it will look a bit more goldy, you know. It does look a little bit more brown than gold. Anyway, if I go along to here and then go back like that, or I've gone in too close again, so I need to get rid of these here. Then yeah, if I fill the middle in with silver, it will all be kind of gold and silver. I think it will look quite fancy. And if it doesn't look good, no worries, I can just change it. Like I think I'm gonna do this in record time. I think I am gonna finish building 4 rooms in one video. Like I can normally not finish 1 room in one video. To be fair, they are very little tiny small rooms, you know. Like I'm making it sound like I'm being like uber productive, but I'm not really. Anyway, I think this looks quite cool. So all I need to do is go and fill it in with silver, but I actually need to make it into silver walls, and I think it needs to be a workbench, but my like chances are it's gonna have to be like a, I don't know, like an anvil or a furnace or something. So can you see silver or gold? Silver going to be next to it. Oh, there we go. I can make a whole load of silver. Once again, it doesn't look very silver though, does it? It kind of just looks a little bit grey. Like there's blue and obsidian wall. Let me go show you this quick. There's 2 different type of walls. One is called blue wall and one is called obsidian, but they're exactly the same. Here we go. That's blue and that's obsidian. So that's blue. That's obsidian. Can you see a difference? Is there any difference there? That might be like the tiniest tone lighter, but is it really worth having like a whole separate block just for that? Oh well, let's go and put the put this silver in here, and let's just see if this does actually look good at all. Right, so which one's silver? I actually have 0 idea because it could be exactly the same as the brick. Right, there we go, silver walls. Let's put this in the middle and see how it looks. I think this looks okay. I think this does look pretty cool. I've got it a little bit wrong there. I think like, it doesn't like quite line up right, does it? It makes the, oh, it sort of covers over it a little bit. It makes the gold thinner, I think, in places. It all just looks completely different to how it was. It's made the gold go like all wonky and stuff. It's sort of like filled in the gaps. It looks a bit weird, actually. Like, it feels like as if I'm putting it over the gold. It's sort of gone all over the place. It looks like it's gone all wonky. Right, let's try and get rid of that silver there then. I'm not going to do it with my phase blade though. Let's get rid of the silver there, and let's try and put some gold in there. Try and make it all fill up. And where else does it look weird? It looks weird here as well. So let's get rid of the silver there if I can, and replace that with gold. Is that right? Is that okay? I think it looks a little bit wonky. I think it's just about okay though. I think this will do. And so, as I said, this is going to be my magic room. So I'm going to put a cooking pot down in the middle of the room down here. And I also need to, you need like a table with like a vase or something on. I believe this is my old magic room. So if I grab this, I think I've got like a glass there. And if I make a table as well, and I love the way I pick up the fragile glass bottle with my ham axe, you know. I pick up my glass items by using an axe. So I need to go make a table as well. So I'm going to go down here and make a table. And I'm feeling a bit of pressure now. Like, I've not quite got it finished and I'm starting to run out of time. So I'm starting to panic a little bit more. And I might as well make a couple chairs as well, just to make it so I can sit down while I'm brewing all of my potions. So if I come up here and I can put, I think I put the table down in the back corner down here. And so I'm going to plonk down my table, and I got my 2 chairs here as well. And then I just need to put the bottle on top. And you don't actually use the bottle. You can actually like only have one and make as many as you want. But you just need to have at least one there. And you could use like a pink vase or something instead. But I think that looks quite cool. I might make a pink vase as well and just put it next to it. And then I'm going to go and bring the barrels up from downstairs as well, just to fill up all of the potions full of barrels. I feel like a barrel's a better thing for potions rather than a chest, but I could have a mixture of a few. I know what to do, actually. I could put some planks on the wall and then just put like random pink vases and that on top of them, like as if they're shelves. That could be quite cool. Maybe just along where the silver is, I could put a few shelves along here, and yeah, that'd be really cool, as if like I'm rummaging through like all of my old bottles and stuff. So let's go and see if I can make a pink vase. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go down here and get some glass. I should really think about maybe moving my storeroom as well. Like, it would make sense to move the storeroom up there. The only thing that's putting me off is the fact that like all of these chests are completely full of stuff, and like I'd have to take everything out and then put it all back in order to move it. And yeah, that'd be like a day's work for me having to do that. So that's kind of putting me off. But I don't know, maybe if it will be worth it, then I'll definitely think about doing it. Anyway, I can make a bunch of glass bottles. And how do I make the pink vases? I'm sure I crafted one before. I'm pretty sure that's like one of the first thing I crafted. There's different banners, silk, vial powder. Maybe if I go along here. Oh, here we go. I can make bottled water. I can make ale. Potions. I can't remember how I made the pink vase then. Maybe I found it. Maybe I found it in a chest or something. Or do you like combine a normal bottle with something in order to make it? I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. Maybe if you can make one, if you could plonk some down, would be quite cool. But for now, I'm just going to go along here, and I'm going to put just a whole load of bottles up here, as if these are all of the potions that are being brewed. That looks quite cool, doesn't it? And I may make some other like light sources as well, like some tiki torches. And I'm sure I had a pink vase somewhere. I don't know why I really want it so much, but I know for definite somewhere around here there's a pink vase. I could look in my chest. Maybe I've just sort of dumped it in here somewhere. I think this is all my sort of random stuff chest. It's not on there. Not on there. Any of these? Any pink vases? I'm sure I crafted one. I have no idea how I did it. And oh no, I think I just looted all of that stuff there. Anyway, let's go and see what other sort of light sources I can make. I can make a few tiki torches. They're really easy to make because all you need is a normal torch and some wood. I can make some candles. I think would be quite good for the magic room. I could make a lamppost. I don't think that would really fit in any of the places. I could make some Chinese lanterns. I just need some silk to make them. I think I might put them in my sewing room. I think would make quite a lot of sense. So I believe in here I should have some silk. Oh, there we go. There's my pink vase. Yay! Yay! The quest to find the missing pink vase is complete. Right, so I can go and put that in my magic room. That could be where I keep one of my very special potions. And I can make a few lanterns there. Anyway, let's go up and let's go and put in the light sources. And then we should be pretty much just about done with these rooms. And oh, look, are these all pink vases up here? Are these pink vases? Oh, they are. Oh, okay, I guess that they are quite common. I'm going to have to ask Lee after the video how you managed to make them all. But I'm going to put the one last pink vase down there. Look at all my potions. I have been brewing like crazy. So, yeah, what else was I going to do? Yeah, I was going to put my Chinese lanterns down in this room down here, and I also probably should put like a barrel or something in this room as well for all of my cobwebs and stuff, because this room's looking a little bit empty right now. And then down in this room, I think I might put down some tiki torches just to light it up a little bit, because it does look quite dark. So I'm going to put one. I think I'll put them in front of these beams. Oh, I can't put them because the beams are there. Okay, I'll do them on either side of the beams there. And actually, I'm going to make a workbench, and I'm going to put that in this room here, just so it's got something else in here, which should, I don't know, just fill the room up a little bit, just because it looks a little bit empty right now. There we go. And down in this room down here, there's not really much else to add here, because the furnace gives out light as well anyway. And I was going to go and put down a candle in this room down here, but I've kind of taken up all of the space on the table already. I think there might just be about space to put one down on the end down there. There we go. I got a nice candle in that room there. And here we go. Look at this progress. Look, these 4 rooms here, each completely unique and original, was completely done in one video. Give yourself a pat on the back, Lee. We did pretty awesome here. Anyway, that's about the end of this video here. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and maybe you got yourself a few ideas for different backdrops you can do in your house, in your own world. But there'll be a link in the description to the next part of my Let's Play, which should be online relatively soon. So as always, I want to thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode.